Let's bring on Mark Sanchez, who has to listen to J-Mac crushing quarterbacks.
Oh, gosh.
I'm here defending quarterback. There's questions for you.
There's a question.
Thank you, Mark.
I put my answers. I put my
There's your
answers on there.
answers.
Can I go?
Yeah, there we go.
I can't even.
So let me ask
think
this.
I can't see straight. My kid's got a flag football game today at 4:30.
Oh, boy. You got a lot of stuff going on.
We got, pregame speech is just,
all right.
Boys, it ain't about having fun. It's about
Winning
beating
the
those
game.
other kids' asses.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Winning the game, ruining their Friday.
That's right.
And going to pizza after.
My kind of dad. Here's what I worry about, because I've said this with Justin Fields. Can we please be patient? This is an organization that, if I said to you, best Bears receiver in the history of the franchise, you can't name one. So some organizations, they know defense, some know offense. Here's what I worry about a little bit. Josh Allen, many people use the comp. Windy,
Defensive head coach. Just saying.
Windy, bad O-line, no run game. What can they do with it? The difference is I always feel Josh Allen, I've always felt Mark, he's comfortable in the pocket. He likes to throw the ball.
Correct.
With Justin, I don't always feel that. He's better rolling.
He's amazing on the move.
Excellent, but you can't roll every play.
It's exhausting. But he also needs some help. He needs a consistent run game. I think they tried with that stuff, but J-Mac said the stat. I mean, you're inside the 5-yard line or inside the 10 3 times.
Got to get points.
And we can't get points. Last, goal to go. He gets you a 30-plus yard scramble, gets you down to the goal line to win the game. And, 4 shots at the end zone and you come up empty. It's tough sledding in Chicago right now. And most importantly, he needs help. He needs players. I mean, if he's going to move around like that and run around and extend plays, you got to have guys that can run scramble drill, guys who know how to get open, who understand spacing. Tell people what
scramble drill is.
So basically when the play breaks down, and you have these sometimes scripted in practice and unscripted, but when the play breaks down and you roll one way or another, receivers have their original routes that are drawn on these nice, pretty sheets of paper that we get all week.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's complete the ball. And so these guys know immediately, quarterback breaks the pocket. Okay, am I the near receiver? I got to get near the quarterback, mirror him. If I'm a little bit behind him, stay kind of in my lane, but get to the middle of the field, kind of in between the hash and the numbers, and start to throttle down and find a zone. If I'm deep, stay deep. Because a lot of times the deep defenders will run up to the quarterback. Boom, stay deep, throw your hand up. You might get a free cherry pick on the opposite end of the field. And then if you're on the opposite end, basically eat up some grass and come make yourself useful. You know what I mean? And it just doesn't look like it's in sync there. When Aaron Rodgers breaks a pocket, everybody knows what to do. Mahomes breaks a pocket, Josh Allen breaks a pocket. It's like, boom. All right, boys, play's over. Let's go. The second part of this play just began. And you just don't see it as much there. And you really feel for the guy because he's got amazing talent, right? I mean, we've seen it in college. We've seen it in flashes. It's just the consistency and, help around him.
Yeah. I think quarterbacks are 70% of the game, coaches 30%. In college, that's probably flipped, where Saban wins with everybody at quarterback.
Right.
But I'm watching, you can see good coaching.
No doubt.
I'm watching the New York Giants.
Oh.
I mean,
We had that game last week.
Okay, let's talk about that.
I
think
unbelievable.
In the offseason, there was speculation it was the league, outside of left tackle, it was the league's worst offensive line. They dominated the second half. Long drives. I watched Dable and I'm like, that is coaching.
Well, one, you got to inspire these guys, right? You got to get them to trust you. And the only way to do that is to have some measured success early, right? Like, go do this, trust me, boom, it works. Just one time, you keep coming back for more. I keep going back to the well. And some of the best coaches I've been around have a way of getting you psyched for the game, but you feel calm, as if hay's in the barn. There's nothing else to worry about today. We worked our butt off all week. I'm ready to go. I want to be jumping out of my skin. I want to go jack this team up, but I also want to play within myself and play with poise. Pete was a master at that. Certain coaches have that ability. It looks like Daboll's doing that with these guys. And then, there's no secret. Who's your best player?
Thank you.
Saquon Barkley. Feed the guy, and sometimes I'm scratching my head. We got the Panthers this weekend. I'm like, Christian McCaffrey's your best player. For him to have less than 10 carries in a game, I mean, that's like a cardinal sin. That can't happen.
Barkley is the number one.
Right, so it's just, yeah. In the pass game, all your receivers are down. Okay, Saquon's our first option. He's our second option, and he's our third option.
Right.
I don't care. Get 26 the ball. Hand it to him. Pitch it to him. Snap it to the guy. I don't care. Get him the ball. And I can't say enough about what Daniel Jones did last week. I mean, it was incredible. The dude just stood there and took shots, then is running around on this ankle that's probably swollen. He's all banged up, bleeding, and the dude just rushes for a first down on third down, extends drives, stands in the pocket, staring down the barrel, and just delivers strikes over the ball. I was blown away. It was his best performance by far. And I was shocked they pulled off the upset, but it's just,
it felt
how
real.
are they going to keep doing it? You know, because I mean, they have so many guys down. Like you lose Sterling Shepard, you lose all these wideouts, right? And credit to them. And don't forget about the defense now. Wink Martindale
I've always liked
but you don't think Baltimore was missing Wink Martindale? They gave up a couple 20-point leads in the fourth quarter at home, back-to-back weeks. Like, I mean, they got to play him this week, so that's going to be a serious matchup. But he's turned that whole thing around as well.
Russell Wilson, previous 4 years, quarterback rating over 100, one of the prettiest deep balls in the league. I mean, like rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
Now he can't throw it. He misses badly. He's underthrown it. So my takeaway is you don't go from something great to off a cliff. There's the lat issue. People think that's just he put it out there to save himself. There's the coach issue. Could you explain the fall off a cliff on anything over 25 yards for Russell? Because I can't figure it out, Mark.
He's one of the deadliest deep ball throwers around, you know, and they would take timely shots. They'd run it, you know, to death with Marshawn Lynch or whatever, and then you'd see this beautiful ball that looks like it got shot out of a jugs machine just land in someone's, you know,
for
T-shirt.
10 years.
Like, yeah, and I can't quite put my finger on it. My only thing is I think Coach Carroll made a business decision saying, okay, if this guy's going to run around and that's what he does, and this scramble drill, which we mentioned last segment, if that's going to be our offense, and he's starting to get a little older and can't move quite as much, you don't see him making those kind of second half of the plays and extending plays. Okay, let's cut bait and move on and see where we go. And right now,
Geno,
I mean, it looks right. I mean, Geno Smith, are you kidding me? Like, I remember him coming into the league. We got his game in 2 weeks, not this Sunday, but next Sunday against the Chargers. But when he came in the league, I was like, I don't know if this guy like loves it.
That's what I felt when I met him.
I don't know if he's like, you know, and then I'm watching the first game and I'm like, okay, well, amazing first half, right? Like, okay, maybe he comes back down to earth a little bit, or maybe they pull the reins back a little bit just because they know they're playing with house money at this point and they didn't expect it, right? And then he just keeps going and he hasn't stopped. It blew my mind, but I can't say what a transition, like I can't speak enough about the transition he's made because I saw him as a young pup when he first walked in the building. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that's it.
Some of it takes a village.
Prove me wrong.
It takes a village.
It absolutely does. Absolutely. And the most important voice is, you know, your head coach is very important. What Coach Carroll's done for his confidence, I mean, you can't say enough about
That's right.
That. And
Seattle's shockingly competitive.
And they're going to be in the right position. Now, are they better player for player than all these rosters that they're going to face? Probably not. But they're going to be in the right position. And we're going to make the routine play.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.